Just waiting for Soy to get an invite. And welcome back. We're live. We're ready. I'm more ready than ever. Soy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's get ready. We're ready. We still haven't got an invite. Oh, I'm going to invite you now. All right. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for the usual comedy act hour of the WSR2 Formula World Championship. Cannot invite players because the game session's ended. I cannot believe it. All right. I sent an invite.
Yeah, I just got there now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting ready to start. Official Soy, my man, is in the lobby right now, getting ready to do his commentary duties. Glad to have you in the booth. I'm glad that you're able to be here, or else I would have had a very sad state of affairs commentating alone again. As we all know, that was not exactly the most spectacular performance of my career, and we'd like to all forget it. Just waiting up for everybody to load up into the grid. And hopefully everybody has their invites. You know, here at Worldwide Sim Racing, we really like to make sure everybody's in the lobby.
We're waiting on one more person. There's only 21 at 22.
Who's the
I don't know. I just know that we're waiting on one more.
Well, we'll have a full grid, everybody.
Racing around the Suzuka circuit in the island of Japan. 18 minutes of qualifying, and then for a 50% race around this iconic circuit, including some of the most interesting corners on the calendar, such as 130R spoon curve and the S curves. This track is 18 corners with one DRS zone into turn 1.
All right, we got
overtaking opportunities also being into turn 1 and through from turn 14 into turn 15.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 20 drivers. Oh, well, we did have 20 drivers, and somebody left. Solely.
We're waiting on a racing point.
I'm just
whoever that does.
Just here. It's like, I am suffering. Let's go, people. Get everybody in the lobby. Come on. Enough of the WSR2 not giving it all its dues. There we go. Come on.
Wonderful. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I've been ready. Are you ready? I'm ready now.
I'm always ready.
I'm definitely ready now.
Full grid of 20 drivers and 2 commentators, 22 people in the lobby as a whole. We are getting ready for an 18-minute qualifying session with then to 5 red lights, which will be a how many laps is this race again? I'll be able to tell you now. 27 laps in a 50% race. Yesterday, last week's winner was Diego, and we are getting ready to go around this iconic 18-turn circuit.
Finally getting ready to get started. Finally. We're gonna get ready. 14 seconds to go. I'm ready to get started. We've already been waiting too long, and I'm ready for some action. And hopefully it's not as, let's just say, interesting as Italy. As here we go, loading up into the lobby now. Back again on the Japanese loading screens. The only figure of 8 circuit on the F1 calendar, which, surprisingly enough, I would have thought would seem a lot cooler. but you can't notice the figure eight that much. As the only time I see the figure of eight is when I'm looking overhead on this loading screen shot. I don't really get to notice it when I'm driving. So,
well, you do go under that bridge.
You do, but do you go over the bridge?
Yes. That's what makes a figure of eight, Noah.
Yeah, but I don't ever notice it. I never see the bridge part. Like I don't know where it is. I feel like I'm passing it too much.
If you want, I can point it out to you.
No, I will watch for it. We'll make sure to have it the highlight. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 20 drivers on the grid, and we're getting ready for 18 minutes of nonstop quality action. And we're back again on the WSR Comedy Hour presented by Netflix. And here we go. Just waiting for our first driver to come out of his grid position. And let's see who it is. Who I hear an engine roar. Who is it going to be? I believe it's a Renault. Oh, wait. No, it's an Alfa Romeo. It's Sefi.
I'm Safai. Is it Sefi or Safai?
Safai or Sefi? How many looks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. Nor will we know if Sefi or Safai. I'm going to call it Safai. It sounds a lot better.
Yeah,
all right, Safai coming around track now, starting his first lap. Let's get and ready to see how he can do, as he's not having it on the apexes most fantastically already on the formation lap. The tires are cold, so we'll give him that, as he's coming around the end of Sector 1, dabbing on the brakes just a little bit. And Sully, what's your predictions for this race today? Anybody that's catching your eye that you think's going to have the best chance of winning?
Considering it's Tier 2, I'm expecting carnage, so you never really know. I think a wonderful driver from Tier 1 is actually in the Ferrari today, who is Gernman. He is racing today, and he should hopefully put up a good fight. I'm also having a look at the reserve drivers of Sofian, and I think the other one is Tricky in the Haas. Most drivers are now out on track except for the Williams of Sofian and X-Bomb are still in the pits as well as
I would like to mention there is a Toro Rosso behind the Alfa Romeo right now, and they might be racing actually right now on their qualifying laps, which is fantastic to see. Here we go, starting the race now. The Alfa Romeo and the Toro Rosso going into turn 1 side by side, and it's an amazing overtake by Red Line. It's a yellow flag in Sector 3. Who cares? I don't know. Red Line's going through now, and it's not Red Line, it's Racer. Racer's passing Safai. Safai, yeah, I almost messed it up. I almost wanted to say Sefi and then Safai, and then why are they still racing each other? Oh no! Oh, huge crash! Huge crash in qualifying. Why, ladies and gentlemen? A collision. 5 race grid penalty for Racer. Amazing.
Wonderful. A perfect Tier 2 action. Oh, Racer nearly also crashed into and 10-2 went very wide, going under the bridge.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, T-Bone just had a spin as well. Oh, this is going wonderful. People resetting on track automatically. You love to see that. Axis is getting ready for his flying lap. I think Voodoo's also on his, but he's
somebody went purple. Who went purple? One of McLaren's.
Voodoo, maybe?
Voodoo going fastest right now on track. No, I think it's J-Knight.
Yeah, definitely J-Knight, because Voodoo is behind T-Bone. J-Knight, I think, is going quickest at the moment. He won't be the first person to cross the line. Oh, one of the Toro Rosso going very slow on the back straight. It looks like he's just letting drivers pass. T-Bone is now, Sector 1 is also has a yellow flag.
There's a yellow flag in almost every part of the track.
There really is. This is carnage, and I love it. At least it's going to keep me a bit entertained. As now it's Rudy goes quickest with on the medium parts of the 130.3. As J-Knight is now approaching the line, opens DRS, crosses the line, goes third with a 133.4. Rudy is still leading with a 30.3. Kill Bill in second with a 30.3 as well.
Oh, no, Voodoo invalidated. Come on, Voodoo. I want to see fast, blistering times. McChicken goes fastest by a major margin of 2 seconds. Red line is now
very, very minor.
And J-Knight spins. J-Knight has spun off track somehow on his in lap. He is spun.
Was he going for a second qualifying lap, maybe?
Oh man.
Zuti, I believe, is on a quick lap. No, he isn't. He's on an in lap.
It's going great, ladies and gentlemen. As most of the drivers are starting their times, Turkey is not A fastest right now. J-Knight is all the way down to 9th with his front wing damage that he'll have to get replaced. Sofian is on a lap right now. I think you might have been trying to say the name. I beat you to it. And he's in the third sector now. Oh, sorry, coming up to the third sector, it looks like.
Just through Spoon Curve now. Coming down, probably one of the best chances to overtake as he comes in approaching 130R. Very fast corner here as he approaches into the chicane. Hits it well, hits the apex, try to hit both apexes if you can. Try and get the power down as early as possible to cover as much speed approaching towards the line. Where does he go? Only 6th fastest with a 130.8, except that is on the hard compounded tyres. Very interesting tyre selection there from Sofian. Isolator is, after laying through a driver, going very wide and might have spun. Not entirely sure about that though. Turkey Whacker, I think, is on another fast lap. Maybe. Or he's on an in lap. Could be both.
He's going, he's going a little slow through 130R.
I believe Gurman is on a fast lap though on the soft compounded tyres. A driver who is in Tier 1 of WSR at the moment.
Oh, and he almost crashed into a Mercedes. That was almost a disaster. Going through 130R now. Fastest, somebody's fastest in the second sector. I'm not too sure who that was. Coming through.
Gurman, I believe.
Let's see now. Gurman, what can he do with this lap? Can he go fastest? McChicken is currently in the lead. And WSR Gurman, though, no. About 3/10 slower than McChicken. And McChicken is in the lead right now, currently in his grid position.
Toes Rudy is going very slow on the back straight, trying to let drivers through as he goes past onto his out lap now. Kill Bill is currently on an in lap, I believe. He's going very, very slowly. Yes, he is. Sofian is still on his out lap. I believe he's on an out lap.
Intent has just started his lap.
In lap. I believe Axis is currently on an in lap as well. I believe Axis, you said, is on an
Intent.
Sorry. Intent. Here we go. A better traffic going, probably the worst part of the track of IMSA 5. Can't tell which of those names is correct. We're just going to call them a mixture of both to see we're kind of right and kind of wrong at the same time.
And fastest in the first sector, Intent.
First sector. Very good for him. I do expect him to be a bit quick up there at the moment. He is one of the quicker drivers in Tier 2, in my opinion.
Oh no! Oh, and it crashes into the wall and it's all over!
What a weird place to crash. Voodoo's on a laptop.
Oh.
The other Renault's also going very slow. The Renault T-Bone.
Oh no! Who just T-Bone crashes? Disaster for the Renaults. The suspension system they're using, the Chi, isn't working, and it's causing him to crash. It's unlike in real life. As Voodoo 52 around the hairpin, he's going fantastically fast in 5th gear now, coming up towards 7th gear. Let's see how Voodoo 52 can do right now, sitting in 19th place. And almost goes off track, and he's dawdling it a little bit around the track, to be fair, but we'll see how he can do in the 3rd sector on this straight, which should be a DRS straight. It's not, though, because that makes sense. Coming towards 130R. Let's see.
I think it's mostly because of the left-hander it isn't a DRS straight, just because it's such a quick turning point at the end of the straight.
And now, Voodoo 52. Let's see. 11 fastest for Voodoo 52. The lap of the millennia for Voodoo 52. 11 fastest right now on the grid.
out of 14 who've set a lap. Red line is after invalidating. X-Bomb is in the pits. T-Bone is crossed
Somebody
the
just
line, but
went off track. Who
he
is that?
invalidated as well. It's Weiss now coming up to the line now.
13 fastest.
Still behind Voodoo though, so... T-Bone is going for another fast lap, I think, or is he on? Surely he's on a fast lap because surely he would just come in on the last lap if he wasn't. No,
Turkey Whacker just started his lap, and we're getting a terrible camera angle at the front wheel of the Racing Point car, which is that's just a fantastic shot, F1. Thanks for giving me that. And Turkey Whacker in the Racing Point car, arguably one of the ugliest cars in the Formula One history, is now coming around the Suzuka track, and we will see what he can do.
The 2021 doesn't actually look horribly bad. It isn't as bad as this one, but by any means.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty terrible.
It's pretty bad.
All they did was lose a title sponsor and decided they'll put another title sponsor, and the Turkey Whacker almost spins. And what they'll do is they'll just slap that big logo of BWT over the car because they can't actually find sponsors. It's a lazy design.
It doesn't look as bad, though, to be fair, as the other team. I do believe our good man McChicken is on a quick lap.
Well, Turkey Whacker's lap was quick, but now no longer.
Not anymore.
T-Bone, let's go.
Flag in Sector 2.
13 fastest for T-Bone. Sounded like you see me flying in the commentary booth. And a little bit of grass on the exit there for McChicken, trying to go faster than he is at the moment. He's on pole position, and he just passed somebody that's behind him. I don't know who gave way, and it was a Racing Point. And McChicken coming into the hairpin. Let's see. Very good exit out of there. Looking good. We're going to try to stay a little bit serious, but, you know, here in WSR Tier 2, we do like to have a little bit of fun. As McChicken now coming around. X-Bomb retired from the session. I don't know where. He crashed somewhere.
Isolator is about to pass him, I believe. Yes. He's about to see him on the left hand, on the right hand side. Yeah.
He crashed in the S's.
That's what you get for going too quick for the S's.
That's some poor energy right there.
Gerdman has, after invalidating
I can't believe that went over your head. Very unfortunate. McChicken is coming around the final turn. Let's see what this time is going to be, and it will be the same.
Not got fastest. About 0.01 second down.
Oh, Gurman's invalidated his lap.
I just said that about 30 seconds ago. Thank you, Noah.
Yes, but I was repeating it because nobody... Anyway. Death Wish is... Is he on a fast lap? I don't know. I believe so.
I don't know either. I wonder who's after how many invalidations we got so far. Quite a lot. Good to know. Voodoo is on an in lap. Going very wide there. Okay, Voodoo. Keep it up, man. Isolator, I believe, is on an out lap. He'll be about to begin his flying lap just momentarily.
Who?
Isolator in the Ferrari.
Isolator. Let's watch Isolator in the Ferrari start his lap. DRS activated over the line. Let's see how he can do. The Ferrari only in 11 fastest. Voodoo 52 though is in the top 10. So I'm actually kind of rooting for Voodoo 52. 4 minutes to go right now. In qualifying, he's top 10 right now. He's pulled off the thing that Lance Stroll can never do. Now Isolator coming through the center S's right now. It's not looking too hot right now. A little stop and go at the moment. Now coming out of the S's. Let's see how he can do at the end of Sector 1. A little bit of fidgeting. And
5/10 up on his personal best though.
Oh no. Yellow flag Sector 1. Somebody spun.
It's the Williams, about to be passed by one of the Racing Points. I believe that's V8 Field who just let him pass.
I think Seffi is also. I think it's Seffi as well. Seffi's going horrendously slowly. I don't think he has any. Does he have fuel? No, he's just being slow.
No, he's just being slow, I think.
He's just being slow.
Going back to Isolator, who is currently now coming down from turn 14 down as far as turn 15, I believe. Not entirely sure of the turn numbers on this track, but I do believe that's correct. Into the fast left-hander, into the chicane. One very, very famous chicane, especially with Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna. Ayrton Senna celebrating his would be 60 today. As isolated across the line and goes 7th.
No! Voodoo 52 out of the top 10.
Still in 11th though. Not bad. Best of the rest. Gets free tire choice. Maybe that's Voodoo's plan all along.
That is true. That was exactly. He just wanted to tease us, give us a little taste, and then go in for the kill on the tire choice.
Exactly.
Knowing him, he'll just go on the soft tires and disappoint us.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing around this track.
Yeah, but you want to see something interesting. There's yellow flags
Rudy is
everywhere.
His fast lap. Rudy is now on his fast lap, going down as far as turn 1. Tries to hit the braking zone perfectly at about directly after the 50-meter braking board. As this is a very heavy braking zone, but it's very hard to hit, especially while trying to turn as well. Through the S's, now coming up towards the end of the second to last S. In my opinion, the corner he just went through was probably one of the most difficult, as he comes up towards the second sector split, up by 44 thousandths of a second.
And fastest.
As he now, I didn't see purple.
He is purple, first sector.
He is purple in the first sector. He now comes into the hairpin, one of my least favorite corners on this track. As he now comes through the second sector, as he now approaches into the spoon curve of turn 14 and 15, I believe. I'm gonna quickly check that before I forget. 13 and 14, my apologies, as he now comes down the back straight into one of the best overtaking zones of season, of this entire track, as he comes into turn 15 now. That's where the bridge is, right back there now, just in case you're wondering, into the chicane. As he now comes in to try and cross the line and go quickest, gets a bit of a oversteer as he crosses the line and goes third.
That's a stupid place to have a bridge. That's stupid. You can't even notice it. V8 Fate Field retires. Where'd he crash? No, V8 Field. Where is he?
That's a retirement on track. He manually retired.
He manually retired on track. V8 Field breaking the rules. That's gonna have to be investigated now.
Okay, J-Knight just hit a wall, but didn't DNF.
J-Knight hitting. Well, you know, McLaren was the first, the first people to come up with carbon fiber, so they have the strongest one. Oh no! Oh, I actually saw V8 Field on track there. Yep. So he did retire. I don't know. Maybe the car failed.
I highly doubt that in qualifying. It's very rare that happens.
You never know.
There's J-Knight after heading into a wall and having his unbreakable carbon fiber, according to Noah. As I'm now watching I'm Sophia, he is very, very close behind the Williams of Sophie, and as they are both approaching into the second, as they're now going through the second split sector, going under the bridge now, up to my least favorite corner on the track, into the hairpin.
And qualifying is over. Racer goes second fastest on track.
Zuti, a 5 place grid penalty. Collision with McChicken.
Where's McChicken? I don't even see McChicken.
Somewhere. I think he's at the hairpin now. Right behind the Red Bull.
What did they do to make actual contact? I don't know. They're a little too... is they have front wing damage or something? No. What? Oh my goodness.
I'm Seffi will be the next to cross the line, I believe. Yes, he will. Will he cross the line? Will he set a lap time? Yes, he will. Where will he go? Will he improve? Nope, he doesn't improve. Zuti.
Oh, there's a crash at the end! There's a crash at the end! T-Bone has hit somebody and he's out of the session. Oh, man. Big drama at the end. T-Bone crashing out. 15th fastest.
Racer goes quickest. stays quickest, I mean, and he will finish qualifying with the win. And Voodoo shocks everybody by getting 11th, best of the rest, really.
11th place for Voodoo 52, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that.
One of the best positions to actually get, just so you can be the first driver with free tire choice. Everybody else behind him also have free tire
Voodoo
choice.
52 coming in with the clutch secrecy there. Now, which tires will he select?
Sofian will start the race on hards. He's after qualifying on hards.
Sad I can't race here. Level is so high. Caesar, you have no idea. It's on YouTube. Racer, though, has a 5-grid place penalty. So even though he went second fastest, he will be dropping below, and Gurman will now be in second.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Racer's penalty. And Kill Bill's, I believe, is it?
Yeah, come on, pop up again. No, Zudi.
Zudi, sorry.
Zudi.
Sofian, though, qualifying on the hard competitive tires and will start P8. Nope, sorry, P9. Voodoo will actually start in the top 10 with free tire choice.
Oh. Amazing.
What a madness from Voodoo.
Voodoo 52, man. It's got to be Rookie of the Year.
He technically raced last season.
Yeah, but Voodoo's always a rookie in our hearts. As we get ready now for the start of the Japanese Grand Prix. I'm going to get yelled at after the race for my jokes, and it's okay.
This is tier 2.
It's tier 2.
We get away with it. Welcome to the comedy club.
Alright, that is a block in the comment section, Caesar. And thank you very much for coming out to the stream. And have yourself a good day.
Oh wow, I just saw that.
Yeah, it's a cool little timeout. And let's go over the starting lineup for your 2020 WSR Japanese Grand Prix for WSR2. McChicken is in pole position ahead of Gurman, Toes, Rudy, NZ in third position. Why did I say that whole name? Deathwish Tricky in fourth position, followed by Safai in fifth, Isolator in sixth.
Why is McChicken making such a big gap from the lead to second on a formation lap?
Oh, you know, he's ready to go. Oh, wait, he's slowing up now.
He's gonna cool his tires off so much. I can't wait for next year's rules and regulations.
Well, they're not happening now. They delayed them.
No, I mean WSR's ones.
Oh, I don't know about those.
Well, I'm writing them, so.
I see. All right,
so we'll have them for next season.
Anyway, where was I? All right, Isolator in sixth, Racer in seventh, Kill Bill in eighth position, Sophian in ninth, Voodoo 52 in 10th position, followed by Axis 71 in 11th position, Baitfield in 12th, Turkey Whacker in 13th, Zudi in 14th, T-Bone in 15th. It's Wise, who's very popular in the comment section, surely going to make the win from 16th on the grid. Right. J-Knight in 17th position, Red Line in 18th, X-Bomb in 19th, and Intent in 20th.
I think the race at the moment looks like it's going to be a battle from here to the end between the top four. That's kind of what I'm expecting due to the performances we've seen in qualifying. After that, there was a bit of a gap forming. There was about 3/10 within the first three, a bit of a gap then to fourth, I believe, and then a bit more of a gap into fifth. I do expect it to be a very interesting race, especially going into turn one around this historic track, which is normally chaos.
And a lot of drivers did not set their formation laps. Their tires will be cold as bricks. in Antarctica, because you know if you leave them out in the sun in California, they're just going to get hot. So,
if you'll please excuse me for a few minutes, I'll be back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be giving you the commentary for the start of this race as we're getting ready for all the drivers to line up on their grid positions. The lighting changes immediately, somehow. We'll never understand that. As we're getting ready, it's now 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's go! It's go! Big Chicken gets a good start. WSR Gurman aside him. Big Chicken slides to get across Gurman into turn 1. Is there any contact between the drivers? It looks pretty clean so far. And no, there's a little bit off from there from one of the Williams, but it looks like generally all the cars are okay as they're jostling positions right now. McChicken leads them away, though. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1. Virtual safety car deployed. Somebody's had a crash. I don't know who it was. And Voodoo 52 is alive, though. That's all that matters. Voodoo's alive. He's in 10th. He's jumped a position. That's all that matters. I thought I saw his name. Something must have happened, but no. Everything's A-okay. But there's a virtual safety car deployed despite the fact nobody retired, which is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in this game. More amazing action.
Retired?
Nobody retired, and we got a virtual safety car. I don't get it.
Everybody loves about 12 safety cars a race.
Yeah, well, you can only have 6. 6 maximum.
Is it?
Yep, it's 6 maximum in a 50% race. As a drive-through penalty for Gurman speeding under virtual safety car. Oh, Gurman. He sped up too early.
I didn't know Gurman was You See Me Flying.
You See Me Flying is on the grid right now, getting through a drive-through penalty in the Ferrari, and yellow flag, purple sector for McChicken. Obviously, a very, very fast first lap for him, as definitely on a virtual safety car. But it's Gurman who really wanted to get the fastest lap, and now it's Gurman who's going to have to serve that drive-through penalty. His race is absolutely over, and Deathwish is now in second position. McChicken is leading them away in the Mercedes, and he's already 2.3 seconds ahead. Absolutely amazing.
Voodoo's now 9th.
Voodoo in 9th position now, and it's really going strong. The homeboy hero, who's not from Japan whatsoever, he's from Arizona, is doing very well in the McLaren, who used to be powered by Honda and now is by Renault, so there's really no connection to Japan whatsoever, but, we love you. Anyway, Seffi now, and there's a crash! Deathwish crashes! He's had an accident, and I can't see the car because I'm getting the worst camera angle in human history, and now I can finally see him once again. He is not retired from the session. Sofian is in the pits as well, might have had some contact, and Vatefield makes an overtake on Redline. Oh my goodness, Redline looked to push off one of the Renaults off track, and
he's retired?
What's going on? Oh, there's a big crash with a Racing Point, and Vatefield is spun, and then somebody crashes into him, and he's coming back on track. Absolute mayhem. Will we get a full safety?
Tricky retired?
No, he didn't retire. He didn't retire.
Oh, I was so confused there for a second. I thought you said he did retire. I never actually knew that there's only a maximum of 6 SCs in a race. I never knew that. Thank you for informing me of that.
So we just keep on the lock on the chat, please.
Yep.
Getting some trolls. I'm going to ride on board right now with WSR Voodoo 52 is going side by side of Zuti right now. A big race for 9th position right now, and Voodoo 52 loses out. But hopefully you can make the overtake again on Zuti. This is getting very, very dicey, ladies and gentlemen. We're on lap number 3 right now. I'll try to get a little serious. And Isolators had a spin! And he crashes into the Mercedes! And the Mercedes and the Ferrari have a huge crash! Isolator has a 5-second penalty for the collision with Axis. Axis must have terrible front wing damage. Yes, he does. And there's more carnage as both Ferraris now have had major incidents. And now, a big crash. Isolator and Deathwish crash now as well. And oh my goodness.
Isolator's out.
Isolator's out. Virtual safety car deployed.
X-bombs in a wall.
X-bombs in the middle of the track.
He was in a wall though. McChicken might have an easy race, now having a 7-second gap from I'm Safai in second.
Only on lap number 3.
Voodoo is now 8th.
Man, I can't know what to think about this amazing, crazy race.
Red line drive-through.
Red line of a drive-through penalty. Oh man, in 18th position, this race is surely over. Now, green flag conditions again. Isolator leaves the session, obviously not very happy. Leading away, Safai, not able to challenge in turn 1. Red line gets a 5-second penalty for corner cutting, just for good measure. And, oh my.
Axis pits with his front wing damage, I believe. He'll now drop down. Voodoo's now into 7th.
I wish my parents weren't making dinner. It smells fantastic. I don't know what to think about right now. Food's coming into my earlobes, and I haven't eaten anything today. What about you, Sully? What? Earlobes? Earlobes. Yep. Earlobes. I smell with my earlobes, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little genetic mismodification that I've had.
I just got overtaken by Racer into the second sector somewhere. I don't know the corner names of or the corner numbers on this track. It's one of my least familiar tracks of the calendar. Into the hairpin now. Will I'm Safai try and make the move again up towards Spoon? It looks like he'll be a bit too far back, but it looks like he will try to make the move, I'd say, down after turn 14. As it looks
Here
like
comes Toes on Safai. Ooh, almost on the inside. Backing off,
like a
though.
Three-way scrap for second. It looks like Intent might be trying to make a move on Voodoo. Yes, he is. Intent goes very wide.
And oh, no, 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 oh, no, 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 no! No! Voodoo! No! 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 It's over. Oh! Dang it!
That's horrible to see. I'm Safai gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Safety car.
Safety car deployed, and it's all Voodoo. Oh, hey, Voodoo's making a fantastic race for us, causing a safety car. Good on you, Voodoo. That's what you were supposed to do. Red line got disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. What is happening, guys? What is happening? How do you do that? How do you get disqualified for ignoring yellow flags? Unbelievable.
I think that's the first time I actually have to put down a DSQ in the official results for Tier 2.
You got disqualified for under yellow flag conditions.
For some reason, he's still on track, though.
You know what, person in the comments section? Anything can happen in this race. Weiss might, well, if he pits now, probably not. But Weiss might win this race. But man, oh man, very sad. Voodoo coming out of the pits, 15th place. It's back to normal for the McLaren driver. But he did cause a safety car, so it is making the race more exciting. So actually, I'm quite okay with his incident. Yeah.
Everybody in the top 7 still have to pit.
Now let's talk about this. Intent is 20th to 4th in 5 laps. Intent is commenting on himself in the YouTube comment section.
Wait, what? How does this make sense? It did come up that Red Line got disqualified, right?
Yes.
Then why is it only saying he got a 5-second time penalty in the race right now? I'm so confused. Oh, he's after retiring anyway.
Oh, there's the DNF.
Yeah, but it said he got disqualified, which he didn't. Yeah, but Red Line actually crashed you to that DNF, but actually wasn't because of him just retiring. He actually DNF'd.
Did he like...
McChicken pits.
McChicken into the pits! And he puts on the... What tire did he put on? The softs? He put softs on?
Two-stopper McChicken.
Why?
I don't know.
All right, I don't know if I want to time you out or not. I'm just not gonna let it bother. I'm just not gonna let it bother me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, some stuff happening in the comments section. I think one of our drivers is interested in himself. Axis gets a 5-second penalty for hitting Gurman.
This top three is now a lot different than I thought it would be.
How do you hit somebody under a safety car? People gotta learn to follow under the safety car. It's not that hard. Even I can do it. I stink at this game. I was playing this game a few days ago. I was trying to improve my lap times on Japan. I improved by a second. And I was still in the top 95%. That's how bad I am. And I can fall under a safety car.
Welcome to Tier 2. You see now, these guys are able to set quick lap times, but they're just not able to follow or race.
They're really trying to set fastest laps under the safety car.
Yeah.
I think racers should just overtake the safety car actually and get into the lead. Just make it interesting.
I think he actually gets disqualified if he overtakes or crashes into the safety car.
If you crash the safety car, if you crash in the safety car, it's a DSQ. If you overtake it, I think it's a temporary. It's a temp. You have to get back behind it at a certain point. Like it gives you a time frame.
Yeah, but if you don't get behind it within that time frame, like as a or as a DSQ, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't tried it.
We're still waiting on the J Knight to catch up to the safety car queue.
Voodoo's back up to 14th.
But he's getting overtaken under safety car conditions. Why?
This makes sense.
Why are you doing this, guys? Now he's in 17th. He gave up all these positions. What is going on?
I don't know. I'm confused. Racer leads. Didn't think I'd be saying that at bet 3 laps ago.
Oh.
But Racer leads. Yates Weiss fan in the comments, isn't having a good time either, as he hasn't really gained many positions. I think he's after losing some. Let's see.
This is going to be...
he's after gaining 1 position.
This could be a very long
long one.
This is going to be a long race.
Is this the 3rd safety car?
Yes. 3rd safety car. So we only have 3 more. It's only 3 more. But I don't know if the full safety cars actually count as... VSCs count as full. I don't know. So we might be in for a long one, boys. Still waiting for the safety car to end. I can smell my dinner.
7 laps in.
I really want to eat right now. My mouth is watering. This race is... It's not quenching my thirst.
Well, considering we have a bit of time on our hand while we wait... Oh, never mind. The safety car might be coming in this lap.
Well, what? What are you going to ask me?
I was going to ask for your opinion about the 2021 regs being pushed back a year, but we might as well wait because I think the safety car is going to come in because the rest of the field is now after bunching up again. Yes, the safety car is in this lap.
Safety car is in this lap.
McChicken is 13th. He was leading. I'm Safai is now the effective race leader after pit stops. Zuti is after getting a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits.
What? Under safety car conditions! Come on, people! It's racing conditions now. Racer speeds up, Intense behind him, and he gets passed by Rudy almost immediately under the... And there's a yellow flag again. Where's the yellow flag? I don't know. Racer going into turn 1. Toes is behind him. Intent following behind him. T-Bone behind him. Now a 3-second penalty for Intent. The 2 Renaults are 3rd and 4th on the grid at the moment. V8 trying to chase down one of the Renaults. That's T-Bone who's struggling right now around the center S's. And V8 looking for a move around the inside. Not going to make it happen though. And now V8 field is having an issue. I think it's Vate Field, sorry, is trying to have an issue. He's trying to find a way, but no, T-Bone's going very slowly right now around the center S's. And it looks like McChicken and Sophian are having a battle right now, going side by side now. It's McChicken who makes the pass on Zudi. And oh, it looks like a Haas who went wide off track. And now he gets passed by multiple drivers. Voodoo 52 and Deathwish are now racing side by side, coming up to the hairpin. Who will break latest? It looks to be Deathwish who makes the breaker, who lates breaker, but now Voodoo 52 makes a switchback, but now Deathwish gets on ahead of him. And somebody's redlining. It looks to be Voodoo 52 was redlining.
McChicken is back into the points after overtaking Kill Bill, as he now tries to gain on his teammate Axis going into turn 15. Going down the back straight, which should be a DRS straight, but it isn't because of the fast right-hand corner at the end of it. There is somebody braking done at the end
130R. Look at the Mercedes drivers going side by side. This is outrageous. Who will break latest? It looks to be Axis who goes too wide. And it looks to be McChicken who gets ahead of him. Now there's front wing damage for Axis. What happened there? I don't know how he got that damage. But nevertheless, Axis has to go into the pits. Now Weiss will go into 11. Oh no! Voodoo 52 crashes all the humanity.
He's after crashing with Tricky. He's after crashing with Tricky. They crashed into each other into the final corner.
Oh.
I think effective 1 and 2 at this point after pit stops is Gurnman after pit stops should be leading. Then I'm Safai, then McChicken. This is chaos.
Another virtual safety car. I don't think we've had 3 laps going where we haven't had a safety car. Green flag conditions again. Yellow flag already. And somebody's going slow. Gurman overtakes Vatefield.
Axis is going very slow, going through the S's at the moment.
Turkey Whacker's gaining big time on Vatefield. Toes overtakes Rudy. Rudy in third now. T-Bone way far behind. Forget that. Gurman now trying to overtake
Turkey Whacker's about to go over V8 Field.
McChicken and Seffi are side by side. Turkey Whacker, and look at this. Oh no, another spin, another crash. No, 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 no. Please don't. No. No. Oh my goodness. Don't do it to me, game. Don't do it to me.
No safety car, I don't think.
No safety car. We're good.
Hallelujah.
We're good. We're
Turkey
good.
Whacker versus
No!
McChicken
No!
DSC.
No! No! It's your fault. You brought it up.
No, it's your fault, Noah.
No, no, no. It's your fault. You brought it up.
Oh! McChicken's after getting throat wing damage by crashing into Turkey Whacker. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Under virtual safety car.
Oh no. McChicken's gonna have to pit again.
He's got major front wing damage. McChicken's race is effectively over. And now Safai has to be behind them now too, under virtual safety car.
Drive through penalty, Gurman speeding.
What? Again, more. Oh, that's the second one this race. He's got to be close to a disqualification now. That's 2 drive-through penalties. T-Bone now trying to chase him down. McChicken is going to struggle a lot. And here comes Seffi.
The effective leader.
Safai, and now McChicken lets by Safai. Safai is going to possibly lead this race after all the pit stops, as long as he doesn't make a pit stop and somehow ruin his race, which let's hope he's listening to us. And here comes Wise taking over Kill Bill. That's going to be really great in the comments section. Big views. Wise now looking to make an overtake on McChicken, and he will dive on the inside and make the move on McChicken. A very easy overtake.
Gurman pits. T-Bone pits. Gurman, 5-second time penalty, speeding in the pit lane.
What?
I'm Safai will lead after the safety car. It's Weiss will be second.
X-Bomb.
No, Kill Bill will be in third. Sophian will be in fourth. X-Bomb will be in fifth. Zuti will be in sixth. Then the
Intent is from last on the grid to first.
What a madness. but he still has to pit.
Still does have to pit though. That is the unfortunate.
Just having a look at the
oh,
pit
Wise
stops
got
at
a
the
3-second
moment
time
on the
penalty for corner cutting. Oh, he's cheating. Wise is cheating.
Sector 5, Sector 2 yellow flag.
Sector 5? Sector 5 yellow flag. We don't even know sectors nowadays. Gerben's retired from the session. What did you do? What did you do, Gerben? You crashed.
He crashed.
You lose. Good day, sir.
On the left-hand side. Is that a safety car?
It better not be. No.
Migrating host. Oh, Gardner might leave the session. You were the host.
Oh. Now it's gonna migrate host. Please don't crash the street. No safety car.
It already did. It already migrated host in 10 pits. Rudy goes again. Turkey Whacker pits.
Safai goes in the second. Now does Rudy still have the pit?
Leads. Yes. I'm looking at the pit stops right now on the information graphic.
It's Wise in third position on the grid, looking for the win. The comment section is gonna go crazy. The whole comment section of one person who actually wants Wise to win is going to be cheering right now. And Safai is in second, and Rudy is in first.
Yes, Drew. Noah will get to eat this food cold.
Probably. I can smell it. It smells going away, so it is getting cold, and I'm getting very sad. Some sort of chicken thing, I don't know.
Ooh, chicken.
Yeah, chicken. Alright, we're on lap 12, ladies and gentlemen. All the drivers are separated by a little bit. Sofian, though, is close to Kill right now. I would like to mention Kill is also close to Wise, so a battle for third position right now. As Weiss will try his best to get ahead of the drivers in back of him, and see what he can do.
On lap 7, it's Weiss was in 15th. Now he's third.
Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. As we're riding on board of Sofian right now, in the slipstream right now of Kill. Hopefully not going to go into 130R side by side. What a terrible
Rudy
decision
pits.
that would be. Rudy into the pit. Safai will take the lead of the race.
Everybody is pit now. Safai is doing a two-stop.
Into the pits. And he ruins his race, and any kind of fun that would have been. Weiss leads the Grand Prix. Weiss in first place. Not for long, though. Kilbig making the lead into the race. Yes, Weiss gets overtaken. Racer goes fastest. Sofian in third.
Rudy comes out in 6th. Safai comes out is still in the pits. Michael is about to be overtaken by Axis. Maybe McChicken. Yes, Safai is now effectively last, just ahead of J-Knight. Kill Bill now leads on the hard compound. Then Weiss, then Sofian, then X-Bomb. X-Bomb might have to pit again. He's on softs. Racer in 5th. Rudy in 6th, in 10th in 7th, Zuti in 8th, T-Bone in 9th, and Turkey Whacker completes the top 10. Both Mercedes in 11th and 12th. Safai in 13th, and J-Knight in 14th. Sofian, It's Weiss and Kill Bill are still having a bit of a scrap in the top 3. It's going to be very interesting to see who can take these tyres the longest, to see who will win the WSR2 Japanese Grand Prix.
Coming into 130R, Weiss now going flat. It looks like Kill ran up on the grass a little bit, gaining a little bit of time as the Red Bull. Might have outbroken himself a little bit there into the chicane, though, and then has to get compromised. And yes, he did outbreak himself. And now Sofian overtakes Weiss, and now Weiss is into third position on the grid. Sofian overtakes him. And it's migrating host. Vatefield has left the session. Who is the host? I hope somebody... Let's hope it doesn't crash.
I hope it's one of us, because then at least we know it won't crash. But we never do really know. It could be anybody in this lobby. Could be the host. X-Bomb is into the pits. I did think he'd have to pit again. He's now about to come out in probably 11th or 12th. 10th, 11th or 12th. It'll be one of the three. It looks like they'll be going 3 wide into turn 1. Actually, no, they don't. McChecken's ahead of Axis, who is ahead of X-Bomb now.
Weiss is still chasing down Sofian.
Weiss in third, Racer in fourth, and Rudy in fifth. Intent now in sixth after coming from last on the grid. Brilliant race from Intent after me.
Brilliant racing. Right.
Brilliant race from Intent.
Oh, right.
McChicken's after getting a 3-second time penalty. X-Bomb is after getting a 3-second time penalty. Like, we need more carnage.
Yeah, we don't. Riding on board with, let's see, Wise is actually in the slipstream right now of Sofian, and hopefully he doesn't outbrake himself again, or else he'll lose more time. Coming into the chicane, much better braking. Coming around the exit of the chicane, very good. Better exit than Sofian did. DRS activated. Let's see how this goes. Kill has no DRS right now, so he is going to be struggling. Sofian, Wise, and Intent all line astern of just about first, second, and third on the grid.
Axis did spin. He's now down to 13th. McChicken is into the points again. It's Weiss, Sofian, and Kill Bill are currently fighting for the lead, even though it looks like Kill Bill's beginning to extend his advantage ever so slightly over Sofian, who it's Weiss is now trying to gain on Sofian to overtake him. It's going to be close till the end, people. X-Bomb and Axis are both into the pits. J-Knight will overtake them both.
I'm running on board right now with Weiss, who is currently trying to chase down Sofian for second position.
Who did go very, very wide in the hairpin, the Williams of Sofian.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one of the more interesting races in WSR. Make sure to subscribe for more fantastic content like this.
And commentary, of course.
Commentary. The commentary is fantastic. Grade A commentary. Martin Brundle would be proud if he actually knew how to commentate. And Weiss is now coming through the chicane. I know, Axis is going to say, "Oh, this Martin Brundle guy. You call me Martin Brundle." I was very unhappy. So and now look at this. Sofian and Kill Bill are having a major scrap right now into turn one, and it is Sofian who makes an overtake on Kill for the lead of the race. That was a stunning move.
Indeed it was. So, if you're Martin Brundle, does that make me David Croft?
No. You're like Paul DeResta.
Wow.
Yeah.
To be fair, now that could have been a lot worse.
No, it can't. It really... Oh, no.
It can.
You're Karoom Chandok. Now it's got worse.
Do you want to co-commentator for 20 men tier 2 races?
No, thank you.
We all remember Italy. Or was it Austria when you were on your own?
I was Austria when I was on my own.
Yes, that was a bit interesting. Very good race though. And
it was a good race.
A good job in fairness, considering you're on your own. Racer is now getting close to it twice. Weiss could lose his podium position.
Coming up towards 130R, let's see what he can do. Coming into the turn completely flat. Now on the inside, the outside now for Weiss kind of squeezes him a little bit. Racer gets a 3-second time penalty. He cut the corner a little bit there. And now Weiss will have to contend with Racer still, though. Penalties aside, an overtake will be made with DRS before turn one, it looks like, and yes. Kill Bill into the lead. And they're still side by side, Kill Bill and Sofian, and this is a major battle for the lead of the race, ladies and gentlemen.
3-second time penalty, though, for Kill Bill. McChicken still trying to gain his way through the field, trying to gain on Zuki. He's within a second of him, but there is a fair gap between Intent and Zuki after him.
We're on lap 20, or lap 17 of 27 right now, so we're getting to the closing stages of the race right now. 50%. Yellow flag sector 2.
In a 100%
I think McChicken spun, and he's reversing on track right now, and McChicken has had a spin. And
At
he has
least it
hit
wasn't
his
a safety car.
and he has hit his front wing again, and you have to make another pit stop.
At least there wasn't a safety car.
At least there wasn't a safety car. You know what? I almost wish more excitement. A full safety car would just do everything.
Tighten up the field.
Red flag, but there's not even a red flag in this game. Look at Racer now battling with Sophian and Kill Bill. Racer's in the mix. Weiss is 4th position right now, and Sophian pits. Sophian into the pits.
Is he hoping for a safety car? Probably.
He must be. What's he going to put on? Softs? It's got to be softs.
Definitely. Only 9 laps to go.
The sun is out right now.
Yes. Softs with a wing change. Apparently had wing damage that we weren't aware of.
And oh, look at this! Kill Bill and Racer going side by side for the lead. That was amazing. Racer with a beautiful overtake for the lead of the race. And Weiss is still in 3rd position right now, trying to chase down Kill Bill.
The Williams of Sophian has come out in 9th, by the way, behind Turkey Whacker. That name cracks me up. Weiss and Kill Bill having very, very rough exits from the hairpin. As it looks like Rudy and Intent want to get in on this fight for the lead, as Racer is beginning to extend his gap to Kill Bill. The gap is now 1.6 seconds. As we're now watching Racer go down into 130 yards, it still looks like it's very, very close. Kill Bill is trying to defend from its Weiss going through 130R into the final chicane. No overtake was made, but it looks like they're going back through turn 1. But its Weiss will have DRS. Will he go for a move on Kill Bill? I think so.
Let's see, coming into turn 1, will he be able to go on the inside or maybe a little bit too far back? And looking on the inside, looked for it, but no cigar.
Intent and Rudy really want to get in on this fight. It's getting interesting. Somebody just got a 5-second time penalty.
It was
Zuti for
Zuti to get it. Yep.
Penalties galore.
It wasn't as bad as Italy. Italy was pretty bad.
Oh yeah, I remember that actually.
Italy was bad.
Jaina and Axis are fighting at the back of the field in case you want to watch a battle outside the points.
Let's see what Axis can do now. Will he look on the outside line? No, now on the inside. And oh no, Jaina cut the corner completely. And that was almost a huge accident. But we saved him. Did let him through. Sudi has another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Not caring too much about.
Kill Bill's after messing up.
He had a tank slapper, big tank slapper, and Weiss now overtaking him. They're a drag race right now. Look at this, down the straight. Weiss and Kill Bill are going to go side by side through 130 yards. That's outrageous. That's amazing. Kill Bill, though, gets ahead of Weiss. Now will Weiss make an overtake? Rudy, it's a 5-second, 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits. Intent makes the overtake. Intent into the lead. Kill Bill into the pits. Weiss is in 2nd right now, but Racer has built up a 5. Sophian retires. There's a crash somewhere. Sophian has had a crash. Now, will this be a safety car?
No, he's after retiring on track again.
Guys, we're breaking the rules. Why are we breaking the rules?
That's being looked at, I don't care. Okay.
It's Weiss is in 2nd position right now. Yeah. Now, how many penalties is Racer at? I don't believe many.
1, I think.
1. Now, how many does Weiss have?
I'm not entirely sure. I'll have a look now in a second. Noah will take over the commentary as I go through the race director.
We're watching right now. Toes is actually chasing down Weiss right now for the lead of the race. We're trying to see what he can do. And here we go, coming up towards 130R. And Racer gets another 3-second time penalty for that, exceeding track limits. Weiss might somehow be in the way for a win in this race. But he has a tank slapper out of the final turn. Toes is behind him. Weiss only has a 3-second time penalty, but now Racer has 2 penalties. So at the moment, Weiss is in the lead of this race. If he can keep Toes behind, somehow Weiss has found himself to possibly win this race. I will eat my words and shove them far down my esophagus if Weiss wins this race.
Weiss, by the way, not Weiss.
Weiss, Weed, Wheat. Who knows?
A 3-second time penalty as well for Racer. With another 5, I think. And 8 seconds, I think it is for Racer. He might have already served his 3-second.
Intent has a 3-second time penalty. Now, how many penalties does Rudy have?
I haven't got a clue. I'll go back and have a look.
Now, Toes is really all over him right now. Well, how many?
1 5 second.
1 5 second. Now, did he serve that? I don't know.
No, he didn't.
He did not. So at the moment, Weiss is still ahead of Rudy, even if a pass is made, which it looks it might be made even into 130R. Let's see, coming close, and ooh, a little bit of a track extension. Weiss will have to give him a line somewhere, and he's going to go on the inside into the chicane in a beautiful move.
Lovely move.
Weiss gives him the position. Weiss gives him the position.
Rudy will have...
And oh, no. Intent has a spin. Oh, no, that was all bad. That was very, very bad. That's the second time.
Rudy's after getting a bit of a gap now to Weiss, who's after having a bit of a tank slapper.
That's the second time in 2 laps.
Yeah. I think Racer needs to extend his gap though to 8 seconds.
Who just got penalties? 2 people just got penalties.
I'm not entirely sure. I'll check that out.
And no, Intent spins and he's out. He just crashed his car. The front wing is gone. Weiss is out. He's not out. Well, he's not going to win the race, that's for sure, as we're into the closing stages. And Weiss has had a spin, and his dreams of possibly winning are over within a heartbeat, as now Intent is going to try to chase him down.
The penalties that happened from lap 21, just to call them out, was Intent getting a 3-second time penalty, X-Bomb getting a 3-second time penalty, Zuti getting a 5-second time penalty, and I'm Safai getting a 5-second time penalty. They were all on lap 21.
Oh my gosh.
I'm Safai is after getting another 5-second time penalty. I think that was the same one, actually.
Intent trying to chase down Weiss. Let's see what he can do. And this is going to be an easy overtake for Intent. Oh, well, maybe not, actually, as they bump wheels a little bit. But no, Intent finally does get ahead of him through 130R. I don't know if Weiss is trying to still race with that front wing damage, but he should go into the pits. And, now a 3-second time penalty. 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, actually. That's amazing. He keeps racing with the front wing damage. He's going to try to go on the inside. Now Intent closes the inside line. Will be an outside dive. Now switching back onto the inside.
Yeah, he got enough downforce to make that, surely.
Intent crashes! And Weiss, who was trying to chase him, I think there was contact, but Intent has spun, and his front wing is gone. And Intent will now have to make a pit stop, and Weiss is back in the third.
That will be looked at, definitely. I think there was definitely serious contact made there that could have led to that incident happening, especially considering Weiss was trying to make a move on Intent, who's now after losing a position to McChicken, I'd like to add, has after tried to make a move to a very downforce heavy area when he was lacking the downforce due to a front wing damage. That will be looked at after the race, I think. As it looks like Racer is going to win this race by a comfortable margin now. Yellow flag in Sector 2, I think that's Intent, who's after getting... Kill Bill's after going wide again. Kill Bill's going from bad to worse now. Intent still stays in 5th. Both of the Alfa Romeos now in 7th and 8th. J-Knight pits.
Whoa.
J-Knight might just be going for fastest lap at this point, even though he's outside the points to take away the point from somebody else. Racer is now approaching up on lap cars, which is never a good sign, especially when that lap car is T-Bone. No, no, okay. T-Bone had no business fighting him there. I think that's ignoring blue flags. I think that will also be looked at. T-Bone did also spin.
Intent has a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. And what is going on?
Seriously.
Well, he's commenting on the stream, I believe, at the same time he's racing, which is equivalent to texting and driving.
Okay.
I would also like to mention, though, and just as a consolation here, Intent did get compromised into the turn when he ran wide, and if Weiss did make contact, there might have been an issue because of the fact that Intent had compromised himself. Because Intent went wide out of the exit of the turn, and I don't know if Weiss necessarily had any option other than to hit him, as it was just going to be inevitable.
Yeah, okay, so I think that he was probably just letting a driver through according to Noah, so that might not be looked at in the future, but I do believe the Weiss and Intent incident will be looked at after the race, as we didn't really get a very good camera angle on it, but I'd be very interested to see exactly what we can learn from that after having
I
looked
saw
at
Intent got compromised. He went wide out of the turn, and it looked like Weiss didn't really have anything to do, so he was stuck behind him, and it might have just been inevitable contact.
We'll definitely be having a look at that after the race, and we'll make up our decisions prior to the next race, which will be in
Belgium.
Next race? Belgium, thank you.
My favorite track on the calendar.
Rudy pits for a new front wing.
My food is finally ready at the final moments of this race.
Turkey whackers
fantastic.
Hallelujah.
To answer the question, I will get my food hot on this stream.
Great information. I'd like to point out that Racer can make a pit stop and come out in the lead. He should just do it just to set fastest lap.
And look at this, a big move by McChicken on two drivers, including Weiss, who got overtaken.
And a lap car. I think that's T-Bone again. Compromising people.
T-Bone, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? He's compromising Weiss. That's just plain and simple. You're just ignoring blue flags. Are we supposed to have ghosting? Who turned?
He done the same thing to Racer. He actually raced Racer when he should have let him through under blue flags.
I think he's just bored.
Apparently, not the point.
And he just made contact. Weiss just hit the back of T-Bone. Weiss, take this man out. Get rid of him.
Penalty for ignoring blue flags. Exactly. Deserve it. That will definitely be looked at.
Oh my gosh. We've seen it all.
Well, like, I'm sorry. Like,
we've seen it all. Zudi and X-Bomb are going side by side, and Zudi makes the overtake on X-Bomb in the 130R.
X-Bomb might try to make a move again to through the DRS zone off turn 1. No, he actually gets up on the curb and loses a fair amount with a bit of a tank slapper on the exit of the chicane, as it looks like he's going to be a bit further back, and I think Zudi actually... Who has DRS?
I don't know.
Okay, X-Bomb does have DRS, but it doesn't look like any move is going to be made there. It's Weiss into the gravel at the hairpin. Turkey Whacker might get the chance. No, he won't actually. Never mind.
No, he's way too far. He's like 12 seconds back.
But I'm sorry, that T-Bone thing will definitely be looked at the end of the race. On 2 occasions with Racer and with T-Bone. For ignoring blue flags. There's been a few incidents in this race, and it will definitely be looked at after the race. I'd like to point out that our good owner Drew, or You See Me Flying, has after calling Noah Clark, our co-commentator, sorry, our head commentator, Mrs. Clark.
No, he was saying no. He was saying that because my food got into my dining room, my room hot. Okay. So he got proven wrong. Intense out of the race? What did he do?
He crashed at the outside of this S section.
Oh, man.
First sector split.
Oh, there's more contact. J-Knight just got T-Bone, just brake checked J-Knight, and J-Knight just got big hit.
Okay, this is being looked at.
You just disqualify the man, for God's sakes.
I think that will end up in the disqualification for the amount of stuff he's after doing.
Obviously, no regard for any drivers around him. Racer is now coming around the final few turns, and thankfully, we will finish the Grand Prix. Racer wins the 2020 WSR2 Japanese Grand Prix, a 5-second unserved time penalty. McChicken, a full 30 seconds behind, will finish in second. Weiss is going to finish in third. He didn't win, but he'll get the penalty.
How many penalties has McChicken got? Could it be 10 seconds?
Let's see. We're going to see now as Wise is coming around the final few turns. Will he get second position here? We'll see what happens. Coming around the final turn. No, actually. Wise had a lot more penalties, actually, and he dropped back even more. Turkey Whacker coming across the line. Yes, Wise is off the podium. Turkey Whacker took him off. Turkey Whacker on the podium. Weiss no longer on the podium. Oh, man. Unpopular in the crowd.
Can we point out what T-Bone's doing?
What is he doing? Oh, my gosh. What did I just watch? Did you watch that? Did you watch that?
Yes.
This clown is trying to take out drivers. Get him out of the league. T-Bone, you're gone. Good day, sir. You lose. Goodbye. You're out of here. This ridiculous. Finish the race. Finish it. I can't stand being here. Go over the line. Please, am I going to really wait all minute and 10 seconds for this loser who's not going to finish the race? Go! Go! Come on! Let's go! Please keep going. I have 58 seconds. I want to finish the stream. You're wasting my time. You're wasting Sully's time. You're wasting this entire lobby's time. This is ridiculous. You're getting kicked out. You're going to get out of the chat. It's done. It's over. There's no way you're going to be in this league anymore. You're disqualified. Bye. Out of here. You're a loser. You're not being in WSR anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like to go off on stream, but that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. In my opinion, he should be disqualified and never let back on a stream again. He's never racing in this league ever again. No way. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This was the WSR2 Formula World Championship, and it was the Japanese Grand Prix. And your winner in this race...
can you scroll through the entirety of the results from
Q1? Did you? What happened to you?
I just want you to do it in case I don't save anything properly.
I see. Racer, your race winner. McChicken in second. Turkey Whacker in third. On the podium. And everybody else at the bottom. There's your drivers. There's the stream.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been Official Sully, and he's been Noah Clark. We'll see you next time for the WSR2 Belgian Grand Prix.